Alright, hello boys and girls. Welcome back to another edition of Crush Lusher Television. Alright, we are going to graph some square roots today. Alright, so graphing square roots. This is the function we're going off of, okay? So write this in your notes. F of x equals a times the square root of x minus h plus k. And this is really similar to the vertex form that we were talking about before. So the vertex form of a parabola was like this. Ax minus h squared plus k. So it's basically the same thing, but now I'm just doing a square root. So a tells us this, whether it opens up or down, or whether it's narrow or wide. This tells me the left or right shift, h, and then k tells me where it goes up or down. So it's the same thing. Let's take a look at what's going on. Alright? So flip to this page right here, and we're going to sketch a few graphs. The answers are right here, down below. We're going to do 3 or 4 on our own. First, we're going to look at the parent function, okay? So before we start shifting left and right, we're just going to look at the parent function. So the parent function is y equals radical x, right? Y equals radical x. So that would mean, if I'm graphing this, so if you put in 0 here, what's 0 squared? So the square root of 0 is 0. So 0, 0 starts it. We put in 1. Square root of 1 is 1. So 1, 1 is another point. 2. Square root of 2, oh, that's not a good idea. I don't know what the square root of 2 is, so that's stupid. How about, what do I know the square root of? Oh yeah, 4. So square root of 4 is 2. So my next point, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4, 2, like that. And then what's the other next perfect square? 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So 9, 3 over here. So that's the parent function. It looks like this. So this label in your notes is called the parent function. That's what we compare everything to when we shift it. That is the parent function. Okay, so what is the domain? So the domain of the parent function. So that starts here and goes all the way to the right. Why no negatives? Oh, what if I plugged in -1 here? The square root of -1, that's I. Uh-oh. You can't plug in I, so that doesn't work. So that's why x is always greater than 0. You can't put a negative in that radical. My range is everything that is y is greater than or equal to 0. So it's going to go up forever. Yeah, it's going to go slowly up. It is going to go up forever. And so y is greater than or equal to 0. So this is my parent function, domain, and range. Alright, let's try one right here. Let's try number 1. So how am I shifting my parent function? So we graph here, write this in your notes, draw, sketch in your notes. We're doing domain and range of each. So this is the parent function right here. So that's y equals radical x. How are we shifting it when I'm adding 5? Oh, it's the same thing like it was when we're doing parabolas. That goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. And then I'm going to draw it again. So this is y equals radical x plus 5. All I do is I shifted everything up 5. Okay, so domain. X is, oh, what can I put in here? I can't put any negatives, and that's what it shows right here. So x is greater than or equal to 0. What's my range? That's y is, oh, it starts here. So y has to be greater than or equal to 5. Got it. Okay, 2 more. Let's try it. Boop. Let's try number 3 right here. So how am I shifting this? Whoop. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. First thing I'm going to draw, parent function. Boom. Y equals radical x. So now I'm comparing that to that. Ooh, where am I moving? You know, same thing as last time. It would subtract 2 inside. I'm going to move to the right 2. Whoop. Right there. So that is y equals radical x minus 2, like that. Cool. So it's the same parabola, now I'm just shifting 2 to the right. So my domain, how do I find the domain? Well, I can look at the picture. I can also do this. So without even drawing the picture, everything I know in here has to be greater than 0, because you cannot have a negative inside the radical. So whatever's in here has to be positive, which is greater than 0. And so all I do is I solve this thing, and x is greater than or equal to 2. Boom. And right here, you can see here, x is greater than or equal to 2. So anything greater than 2 is going to be my domain, because I can't put 1 in here. Like 1 minus 2 is negative 1. I can't do that. I can't put 1. I can't put 0. I got to put 2 because 2 minus 2 is 1. So I got to do that. Range, where are we at? Range, oh, y is greater than or equal to 0. Boom. Okay, last one, number 11. Ooh, then you're on your own. Number 11, check it out. So, y equals radical x plus 6 minus 1. Let's see what we're doing. So, here we go. Starting here, parent function. Always write that to compare. Now, left or right shift. Oop, I'm going left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, I'm doing the opposite of what's inside the square root. And this is going to tell me I'm shifting down 1. Whoop, so that's going to be negative 6 and negative 1. That's where I'm starting. And then I have my function. It should look like the same as my parent function. Nothing's changed except for where it starts. Okay, so what is my domain? Well, I can look at it, or I can do this. Anything that's inside the radical has to be greater than or equal to 0. I'm practicing this just in case I don't have to graph. So I know that anything inside there, inside the radical, has to be greater than or equal to negative 6. No problem. Okay, what is my range? And right here, I can see right here. Range as y is greater than or equal to negative 1. It looks like this is going to tell me where my range is every single time. So we got that. Boom. So we did 1, we did 3, we did 11. All the answers are down here. I want you to do the rest right here, 5, 7, 9, and then all these here on the right. Ready, set, go.